Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be taking an in-depth look at these three GNN character and also the other event as well. First of all, we'll be looking at our first event, which is our guild missions, gathered around Dragon Ball races. For guild missions, this is as usual. We also have a grand treasure for the Radiant character, okay, which is our two character on the video here, which is our First Dragon and also Kyrian here. Alright, so now let's have a look on our this time guild missions character card here. For this time guild missions character is our Duan. So let us see his FD skill. CD5. Explore the first, second, fifth and sixth column to generate enchanted runestones for the corresponding members' attribute and races. For round, by disobeying more than 5 or equal 5 runestones in the column, below the leader and ally in the first batch, the character attack time 2. If all machinas in the team have 100% field upon skill activations, the character damage will be dealt regardless of other skill and defense. For Duan FD skill, they say is normal as can only explore first, second, fifth and sixth column of the runes, okay, to generate the corresponding members attribute. For the generating corresponding member attribute, sometimes can be used. For example, I can be used Duan FD skill to help me to produce 15 likes if I put 3 to my like members in the first, second or fifth and sixth column like that, so on here. Okay, but it sometimes can be not very useful, especially the exploding part, you only explode on certain column, so it might be sometimes can be so tricky and sometimes hard to be used here. And for the damage to regardless of the puzzle skill, I can say is quite low, especially it only attack time 2 compared to the others. Others is already incoming to at least attack time 3 or maybe time 4 or even more than that here. Okay, and also for Machinati, I can say there are a lot of cards just like Pompeii or even the Dragon for Lilies or Autumn already incoming with the regardless puzzle skill. So it's really not that rely on Duan that attack time 2 for himself to regardless the puzzle skill here. Alright, we are done reviewing on our Duan, his active skill here. So now we'll be moving on more detail for our this time guild mission. So for our this time guild missions, we'll be collecting all rare Dragon Ball racers character, and there are 10 of them here. Alright, so you guys can see here, okay, on each floor will have 5 of them, so you guys can review and check well when during the guild missions to check which character you have get, okay, for this time guild missions here. And at the same time, you guys can have a look on your guild scores awards and also your personal score awards, okay. As long as you pass the target, right, you will be getting all these full reward here. Alright, we are done reviewing for our guild missions, okay, and also the characters as well. So now we'll be entering for everyone will be like a lot is collector deck series here. And for this time collectors deck series is Summer's Red Carpet Extravaganza. So I hope I pronounce it correctly here. Okay, so now we'll be review on for their skill here. For this time's collector review, I will be put the original versions, also for this time collector deck series character, so you guys can make a seamless comparison and what the changes that be made among them now. Alright, and at the same time, I also have a quick look, okay, among their skill here. Before we review the character of this time collector deck, so first of all, I would like to mention what is collector deck here. Okay, so collector deck, as you guys can see here, is consists of 20 draws. Apart from the 5 news characters, there will be rare materials such as the Happy Knight or the others material, okay, that make up a total 50 draw in the drawing machine here. So basically it's based on luck, or if you guys already experienced the red skill, it's actually the same thing here. I can say it's actually the same feeling. It's basically you pick which one, then you open up. If you get the 5, okay, 5 the rare character that will be showcases, yeah, you are lucky. Alright, but if you don't, right, you usually get the material of the others like this here, like I said. First of all, we'll be reviewing for our collector deck series character, and they have their team skill here. So you guys can see here, when there are more than or equal 3 I Love Summers members in your team, right? Okay, the I Love Summers members HP, attack and recovery basic value times 1.5. Skill CD -3 after entering a stage. Now we'll be looking on our first character, which is our Everlasting Summer, Cherry and Dorothy and Cherry FD skill here, and their FD skill are collaborations from Godzilla here, so you guys can take a look here. Our second character is Ellie, and she has 2 FD skill, and these 2 FD skill is 2 big one here. Alright, for the FD skill 1 is from Kamen Rider Arc 1, while for the skill 2 is our Kamen Rider Horror-B skill 2 here. Next character is our Rinko, and she has 2 FD skill. So for his FD skill 1 is Doko from Senseiya series here, and for her FD skill is from Senseiya Hades chapter Pandora skill here. Our fourth character are Mama, and she had 2 FD skill just like Rinko, and both their FD skill are from Shun for the Senseiya Hades chapter series here. Alright, so for our skill 1 is God Plus Shun FD skill 2. For the skill 2 for the Mama is Bronze Claw for the Shun FD skill 1 here. Lastly, our final card is Joey. For Joey, her FD skill are from All Might. At the same time, you guys can see the second picture. Okay, this is the board that she have been turned up, and I guess everyone knows that from the All Might board here. So this is the comparisons between All Might board and our Zoe board here. Alright, we are done showcasing our characters. So now we will be like an ED look, okay, among these 5 cards here. So we'll be reviewing our Everlasting Summer first. So our Everlasting Summer, as you guys can see here, she have a CD advantages compared to Godzilla here. And at the same time, for the regardless physical combo shield card, I can say because nowadays the majority leader just like the Moon and also Gojo, right? They come with the physics combo here, especially on their team skill and also with the this skill. So basically, for the Everlasting Summer is not really quite reliant on them here. And at the same time, someone wonder how about the damage received reductions here. Okay, for the damage received reduction, like I said, it is very high and some can be useful and sometimes can be maybe a help. But this damage reduction will be great if the enemy incoming with the defense break here. So basically, you guys have to be alert when you can be using her. So basically, I can say this FD skill is normal. Can be useless, can be not here, I can say. Next is our F. For A FD skill, I can say I more prefer to FD skill 2. As for FD skill 2 is prevent poison damage. So for human races, especially by our own version, actually we already have, but only not that much. So basically, I can say it's just like another option for those who don't have maybe the poison prevent poison card, just like our Galahad or just like the collaboration card here. So for A, if you guys want to keep it one or maybe just like preparation, yes, you guys can go for her here. If you guys want, it's also not a big problem here, honestly said. While for her FD skill 1, actually, like regardless the elemental shoe part here, actually for the human races, there are a lot of cards that can regardless. So I can say, so the useful value of her FD skill actually is more to FD skill 2 here. Next, Rinko. For Rinko, I can say her FD skill 1 is upgraded version from the Doko skill here, and this FD skill also can serve Queen Synthesis room at the same time. This is a good news for those who have Mrs. Doko, Queen and Queen from the Sailor Moon collaborations, Betty from the Spy X family collaboration, and you guys can use Rinko to replace among these 3 characters or these 3 cards to solve enemy launching attack shield and also Queen Synthesis rule as well. And it's quite recommend you guys to go for it if your diamonds are allowed up here. Next, Rinko FD skill 2. This FD skill 2 is one of the dark members or dark attribute card that can let the team recovery 0. Her FD skill 2, I can say, is very useful and also rarely seen, especially for the dark attribute here. Okay, so this is your own your guys' own choices whether you guys want to go for it or not, or you want to just like prepare yourself, maybe stand by your members card that can let your dark member team recovery 0 or not. So basically, it's your own decision to get Rinko or not here. Next is our Mama. For Mama, I can say her FD skill is very useful, especially that damage reduction after hit by the enemy here. Although Mama FD skill 1 are very useful, but there are not that much chances for this FD skill to shine out in the game here. So the first reasons are the current leader, just like our Gojo, Napoleon, Autumn, Nala and Una, their damage are enough, and so they won't rely that much on Mama active skill to bring with the enemy, as their damage are enough, they can instant kill the enemy, so we no need to waste that much of the time go and kill with the enemy here. The second reasons are team defense mechanism here. Just like our Nala and Antu, both of them have protective shield, while for our Napoleon, he have the high damage reduction as well. And last but not least is our Gojo here. Gojo, he can dodge the first attack of the enemy here. And at the same time, if the enemy attacks are high, right, we also can increasing our HP, alright? Increasing our HP as long as our recovery are enough, and also we can handle that. So this is why makes Mama at least at this skill 1, right, not that much come out, and also the stages also have not that much enemy want you to read, and then a few rounds then you can attack the enemy like that. Actually not that much honestly say. Although Mama at this skill not that much chance to use her in your team or in the game, but still this active skill I can say is still have its own value, and also it's quite very useful in your team here. For Mama active skill 2, I can say it is too normal and also can be easy to be replaced even through the team active skill, also the team skill here. Last but not least, Zoe active skill. For Zoe active skill, I can say in the human races, we have a lot of cards that can remove the tornado, but in dark attribute view, okay, I can say Zoe is the first card that can remove the tornado in the dark attribute here. So it's your guess, you guys wonder by your own, you guys want to take her or not here, okay, it's your own choice here. Alright, so this is it for our Summer's Collector Deck series character in Geek reviewing here. So we will be going to the next event here. So the next event are our collector decks, their bonus skill and exclusive drag rate here. So first of all, we'll be reviewing their body skill first here. So first of all, you guys can have a read through about the body skill here. So now we are done reviewing for our collector summer deck, all their active skill, bonus skill, and their exclusive drag rate. So at last we will be entering for our next event, which is Winter's Victory Journal Challenge mission here. Before we reviewing for our winter active skill, first of all we will be seeing skill adjustment on our summer and winter team skill first. So this is summer skill adjustment here. Let's review on winter team skill. So as you guys can see here, when we have winter and summer in the team, both of them HP, attack and recovery basic value and 1.5. Now we'll be bringing winter active skill. So winter active skill CD5. Turn the first and the sixth color into enchanted water for round 1 water members and humans, attack time 2. For winter active skill, I can say it is normal, it just turning the rooms in the first and the sixth color, and also give the human team and water member some extra damage shield. At the same time, for our winter and summer, both of them have the combination skill, so let us have a look of it. For summer and winter combination skills is turn all runestones into freezers numbers and freezers position of the enchanter's attribute. For round 1 water members and humans attack time 1.5. Damage will be dealt regardless of puzzle shield, equal combo shield. If all enemies is defeated, explore all runestones at the end of the round to generate enchanted water. For their combination skill, I guess that is quite useful. First, it gives us the freezer block. Second, it gives us the extra damage, and that damage can regardless pass you equal conversion. At the same time, it also can help us to solve 30 of water rune in the next round here. So especially maybe you guys can use this combination skill so that to produce the 30 water if next round needed here. Next is our battle pass character, which is our Yang Zhiya. So let's have a look of his FD skill and their exclusive premium dragaway here. So his FD skill CD4 turn dark runestones and the column below the character into enchanted heart. Modify other runestones to become protector runestones. Change the stats of god from fragile in hyper, while god members enter all stats in the hyper stats for 2 rounds. So Jiangxia FD skill, like I said, is it can be used due to the conditions. The conditions are maybe we require the hard runestone. Yes, we can use this FD skill. At the same time, we also can use this FD skill help us to refresh the protection rune for our Nala here, as he can produce protector runes. At the same time, he also can change the stats of our god member from fragile into hyper stats for 2 rounds here. So basically, it's just as we can be use this FD skill due to the conditions. At the same time, our battle pass also have a premium version here. So those who are interested in our premium version, so you guys can have a look. Okay, we have a new icon frame, new outfit, and so new dragaway. So those who are interested, yes, you guys can go and purchase it here. So now let us see the new dragaway in this premium version here. So our exclusive dragaway is Apricot Thread, and it is open version and it's limited to the water god members here. So this dragaway, what I mentioned before, is limited to the water god. Okay, the character FD skill CD1 after entering a stage. By dissolving god runestones, god attack time 1.05. When the character activation their FD skill, the character attack time 1.5 additionally. Next, for the craft skill, actually is similarity with the last dragaway battle pass craft skill as well, which is only increases the god members attack, and each god launch 1 extra water attack, and also odd number turn into water god runestones, and even number turn into the hard god runestones here. So basically it's similar with our last battle pass character exclusive dragaway here. For this dragaway, I can say it is useless as it compared to the current dragaway status in the water attribute as well the god bases here. As water attribute on last week, we just have incoming our water black gold exclusive dragaway, which is we use Atlantis to make it here. At the same time, for god races, right, we also have the 3 different versions of the corrupted silo dragaway. At the same time, we also have the envelope dragaway, which is more useful than this dragaway here. So basically for this dragaway, I can say is not that much chance, or I can say we can just keep it in the inventory. Not that much chance we might use him, okay, in the battle here. Finally, we completed for our D3 GN on our card. So here I would like to answer some of you might wonder, is it the right time or is it worth to draw for this time collector deck? Okay, for work part, I can say it is so work as it's a lot of skill, and especially those who have visited the collaborations before here. And at the same time, it is actually not the right time to draw for this time collector deck, especially for those who diamonds are not enough here, because the collaborations of the Hideki no Go will be coming soon here. So it is not the right time you guys go and draw for this time collector deck here, unless your diamond has the minimum 275 diamonds here. If not, it's not encouraged here. And this scenario happened before that this collector deck character that sells in the diamonds form here, which during their returning battle, and we can go use our diamonds go and purchase the card here. Alright, so this is it for the for the collector deck here, I can say, and this is your own considerations. If you guys consider your diamonds are enough and there's a lot of cards that you needed, yes, you guys can go and draw. If not, right, I quite recommend you guys can save the diamond first, as the collaborations will be coming soon here. Alright, so this is it for my video. I'm Ashley. See you guys in the next video.